What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. This is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and I am at the Outer Point Streaming news desk for KO 1.0 round number 3 coming up. This is getting exciting. If you haven't noticed before, this has been a lot of fun. It's been a good ride. So we've got 7 players left. Jeff Getch left us Friday night and was taken out by Michael Masevich. But moving along in match number 2, we have on that would be your left-hand side, we've got Rodger Pregler living right here in Oshkosh. I'm going to get to the player profiles in a little bit later in the match. And he's taking on Tom Manena. And you can see which guys they knocked out on their player profile. But anyway, what we're going to do is, as you already know, I am going to get the players to lag. And then we are going to do what? Spin the wheel. We're spinning the wheel. Find out what game we're playing, and I will be right back. All right, I think we have all the rules and everything in place, situated. So they are, as you could already see by the wheel, it is 9-ball, which is a race to 9. This is even up race. They are going to use the Derby City 25th anniversary Magic Rack. Of course, rack your own. And no 9-ball breaks. Early 9s do count, but bear with me just a second. That magic rack is tricky. All right, everybody, thank you very much for being here. As always, this is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and we are set for a fabulous day here at Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. We've got 2 matches today. This one, obviously, and then another one at 5 o'clock, and we'll get to the details of that in just a little while. So, Tom, scratching on break number 1. It's fun. I get to commentate all by myself today. Anybody want to come down and commentate? Tom's dad, Joe. What is happening, Joe? Haven't seen you in forever. Ooh, I think that snuck out just enough. Oh, plenty of room. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here. This has been, as I said before, this has been a ride to get to this point. And if you haven't already seen it, I will put it up there in just a little while. The trophy got completed on Friday, the winner's trophy. Rodger's got the perfect angle to get down to the 7. Ooh. Needed a little bit more right hand spin on that just to get that away from the rail there. Glad you're still alive, Joe. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be in the chat, huh? Yeah, Trevor, you'd be driving a long way, an hour and a half. It would be. I think we'd probably be down to Hill. Not worth it. Oh, don't want to scratch. Don't want to. Oh boy, not the way Rodger wanted to start out. Giving up the 7-9. I don't know if I would approach this shot this way. It worked. However you get there. All right, 1-0 in favor of Tom, opening his account. going on, Al Jordan? Thanks for the beverage, as always. When are you going to come down and buy me a real one, man? I could use a drink today. Actually, not. It's been one hell of a weekend so far. I hope everybody else is having a good time. I know there's a lot of pool going on. Mike Gans had a massive one yesterday with, I think, 3 different Fargo rates. There was one up in Black Creek. Pool going on all over the place. There was $4.99 and under here at Varsity Club, and I believe that it was Nate Harlow and Glenn Sagert that came down to the finals, and Glenn took it. But that was quite the tournament as well. Lots of good things happening in pool around the state of Wisconsin. And I appreciate that very much, Mr. Manena. This has been, it was just a weird idea, honestly. It was just a random thought, and it turned into what we're watching. Freeze things up for the players a little bit. I believe that Rodger is of the mindset that he is going to buckle down after that missed shape on the 7 from the last rack, and I think he is going to take his time just a little bit more. I don't blame him. Uh-oh. I think he hooked himself. Maybe not. Boy, this is close. This is really close. Oh, my. Yeah, he had to spin that one in pretty good because it was pretty tight. Al, as a matter of fact, we are. So maybe I will see you Sunday or something like that. I'll tell you what, you buy me a drink and then I'll buy you a drink back. How's that? Yeah, don't want to be on the rail here. He's okay. I think there's just a slight angle on this 8-ball where he can kind of punch. Looks like he's going to draw out of it. That's okay too. Ooh, left himself pretty long on this 9-ball. All right, takes it down though. Good shot. All right, Tom scratching yet again on the break. That's not something he's going to want to keep doing. He's going to let Rodger back into the match if he keeps doing that. Well, Rodger's going to have to find a way to get out of a rack. He's kind of, last 2 games, as you can tell, has kind of sold the farm the last couple of balls in each game. That typically does not build a lot of confidence for the rest of the match. So we're going to have to shake that off. I don't know if he was looking to play the combo here. If that was the intent right from the start. Came up a little bit short on that. Yeah, attempted safe. Attempted safe right back at him, and actually got there. Got him stuck behind the 5. All right, 3 to the 4 is definitely going to be an issue here. And I don't believe there's any way to make that combo. He could potentially play the carom off the rail, off the 4, off the rail. Looks pretty tight, though. Stephen Schwen, thank you, my friend. I know you're sitting in Varsity Club somewhere because I seen you walk in. Much appreciation for the donation. That is, yeah, fantastic. I love all the support that this knockout challenge has been getting by players and viewers alike. It's just been, I don't know what else to say. It's been incredible. Tom does have a shot, obviously, on the 4 ball in your upper right-hand corner. The issue is that 8 and 9 could potentially get in the way of the cue ball trying to get back down to the 5. Otherwise, he's going to have to leave himself very long. Good one, Steven. Hey, thank you, Pete. Good to hear from you. Haven't seen your name in a little while. And much appreciated on the compliments. I'm going to put that up there. If pay close attention. I'll put it up there. Actually, I'll give a shout out when I put it on the stream live, and I'll do it after this game. So you'll see if you haven't already seen it, you're about to. And this is going to be a shout out to 2 guys. Yeah, I'll get to that as soon as I put it up there. It's okay. That turned out very much in Tom's favor. All right, good hit. Not such a good lead for Rodger, though. Good for Tom. Eric Swiney, did you mark the games yet? I don't see any gloves. I made them a little bit smaller so they're not so intrusive on the table and the players. I want the viewers to focus on, more of what's going on the table. So they are down there. Does anybody else not see them? All right, Tom's got a long table on this 6 ball, so holding the cue ball down there for the 7 is going to be pretty tough. So he may have to go with a little right-hand low spin and run into the 7 and potentially get a little... Yeah, he would have had to have gotten a little fortunate. And actually got fortunate on the miss because... he did not have much of a shot on the 7 ball other than the safe and didn't leave Rodger with a whole lot to work with. Probably going to have to play safe here as well. Good morning, Fong. Are you ready for this afternoon, buddy? Another good match today at 5 o'clock. Hit it a little thick. You know what? This is almost the identical shot that Tom just had. And he's going to have to go back down table. The only thing that he's got actually, Fong is sitting right outside the booth here. I'm sitting here talking about him on the stream, and I thought he was somewhere else. I didn't even realize he was down here yet. So, what's up, Fong? So, the 8 is in a pretty precarious place. It looks like from your view it's pretty easy to going in the side, but I don't think it's quite as simple as that. It's a little snug. And from the position he's got on the 7 ball, it's going to be hard to get on that 8 ball in the first place. And I'm pretty sure that Tom just dropped his chalk down the pocket. True story, Trevor. I'm a little bit slow all the time. Have you not watched the stream before? See, I'm even slow on the button today. Rodger deciding to go offensive, and the attempted bank on the 7 did not go the way that he wanted. Obviously, it's still on the table, but he ended up breaking the 8 away from the rail. Now the 9's in a interesting position as long as Tom can get on the lower side of the 8 ball. Or, pretty easy from just about anywhere on the table. All right, for a 3-0 lead. All right, let's change that glove immediately. There we go. All right, as I was talking earlier, so this is for Tom Joss and Scott Kugel. If either one of you guys are watching, here's the trophy I made. And this is my personal pool table from at home. So as you can see, actually Chris Green helped me get up on the table and everything so I could get up and play. I wanted to at least get one more rack out of my own table before I gave it away. So there it is. That's what the champion of KO 1.0 gets. All right, Tom kept the cue ball on the table after 3 attempts. So rack number 4 is 4-0, or I'm sorry, 3-0. Gets a shot after the break, albeit not the easiest one because there's a really good potential scratch here. And he's a little bit close to the 9, so that's going to make queuing just a little more difficult. He's going to have to come 3 rails, or a minimum of 2, to get back down to the 3. Not a simple shot. Not an easy starter. What's going on, Fred Renner? Congratulations on your second place finish in Black Creek, I believe. Team events. Or was that Black Creek? Somebody was playing. Oh, that was Taylor Collar. And where were you playing, Fred? I can't remember. Either way. Good afternoon, Mel. Marie. Who do you see? Oh, you mean next to the table? Rodger's thinking about that. He's studying how to hit this too, and I'll be honest with you, it's not easy at all. The miss from Tom left Rodger, and this is a tough hit. Yeah, that was quite the challenge. Left Tom with ball in hand and a shot on the 2 and the 3. The issue is he's going to have to get back out somewhere to get the shot on the 4-6 combination, and then we'll see how that turns out. A little bit flat already on this 3 ball. Safety in mind right from the start. Wasting no time. Oh, that's right, Fred. That was a team event, correct? Wisconsin Rapids. Was that by the spot or anywhere in that vicinity? All right, good hit by Rodger, and did leave Tom at least a... He's got a shot at the 4 if he wants to play a long cut or bank in the upper left. Or a safe. Don't want to draw it into the pocket, though. That's... All right. If I'm Rodger right now, given the way that the first 3 games have gone, A, I'm probably sweating bullets. B is the pressure's on. He's going to have to get out of this rack and at least loosen up the stroke and build up some kind of confidence. Otherwise, the deeper the hole that he digs, it's going to obviously be that much harder to get out of. And an opening shot from this 4 to the 5, honestly, is not that simple, even with ball in hand. Thank you, everyone, for the likes and the shares, as you as well, Fred. That's a awesome lesson for everybody else. If you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it. Get on the YouTube channel and share it with all your friends. That was a very interesting miss and got pretty fortunate there to get behind that 7 ball. But he got the shape on the 5 that he was looking for, so... If you're not already a subscriber to Outer Point Streaming on YouTube, it would go a long way for the channel to get another subscriber and then share it with all your friends and everything else. That's how we get monetized. And the more that our channel keeps getting pushed further and further or closer to the top, where it's more noticeable for anybody that's searching for pool-related channels. And the last 2 months has been spectacular since this started. I think the subscribers went up about 300. Somewhere between 300 and... Oh, my. Ooh. Well, it stayed on the table. Let's take a look at the overhead on this, because that thing looks really deep, and I think he's actually hooked on the outer point. I mean, it is frozen to the rail, so I don't know if he can see it or not. This is close. Oh, yeah, that's right. Fred, how's the foot doing, by the way? I'm assuming rather well if you're up around playing pool, and I know you had some pretty serious and scary issues with your foot for a little while. Yep, it was okay. Smart shot on the 5 ball, taking the 7 out of play by drawing around it instead of just coming out one rail and potentially being behind it. Got to do the same with this 6 ball. Just like so. Either going to have to put a lot of inside English on this right-hand spin and come short side of the 8 and play it in the same corner that the 7's about to go, or come twice across and play the 8 in the lower right. And that was a good option. A little flat on the 8 ball, but just roll forward, play the 9 in the side. I wouldn't do anything fancy here. That is a smart shot, in my opinion. Take what you get. Good to hear, Fred. This for a very commanding 4-game lead. Oops. Wow. That's honestly, that was a good break. It got kicked in. All right. Rodger is going to take the 1-9 combo here, and I do not blame him. I believe I would shoot the same shot. All right. Quick game. I'll tell you what, Rodger needed that if he wanted to mentally stay in this game. Unfortunately for Tom, fortunately for Rodger. All right, Rodger breaking for the first time. And very successfully, and leaves himself with a shot on the 1 ball. Jacked up over the 2 a little bit. Andy Coons in the house. If you see the little symbol down there, I'm not 100% positive that's Andy, but the little Wisconsin Pool Players Society, which was started by Andy, and oh no, yeah, jacked up over that 2 ball made that not an easy shot. Steve Zoo, what's going on, my friend? Welcome back. Michael Masevich, I believe you are not the only one. I think that the majority of the viewers, and probably Rodger himself, expected a little bit different beginning to this match. But we are a long ways from being over with. All right, so it is Andy Coons, one of my newest sponsors, and I can't thank him and his wife enough. And I'm going to get those logos up there very shortly. Actually, I've got something a little bit better, but thank everybody for your sponsorship and donations. But just even the verbal support has been phenomenal. So if you do not know Andy Coons, his wife is Bobby Jo Coons, and she just started her own real estate company called Home Sweet Home, and I'm going to get her bio up there in just a moment. We'll see what Tom decides he's going to do here. You know, and the biggest thing is the 2 to 3 isn't that tough, but the 3 to the 4 is... that could be a little challenging because the speed has got to be absolutely perfect. Oh, he's taking the combo. I don't know if I would play this. Well, unless you make it, then... wow. Nice shot. Really nice shot. Yeah, actually, Stephen, I was talking with. So we're gonna do a players break. Rodger asked to step out in just a moment, so I'll tell you what. Let's do this then. So this is my newest virtual set, and I'm gonna give you a little breakdown of Rodger Pregler's bio, if you will. And every player from here on out, this is my latest creation since this week. And I'll give a shout out to Tom Manena, the guy you're watching. This was kind of his idea. I kind of balked at it a little bit just for the fact that it's a lot of work. But once I got the hang of it, honestly, it's not that bad. Again, I'm 57 years old, so computer literacy, even speaking literacy, it's not my strong point. But anyway, so Rodger's 55 years old. He still resides here in Oshkosh, and I believe actually he is originally from Anago. Sorry if I'm mistaken. I think it was Anago, but been playing for 30 years. Loves the game of 8-ball, which he was hoping for today, and ended up obviously with 9-ball. Plays with a Shone, and his favorite. So there's a story behind this. His favorite restaurant. It's not a soup kitchen, but he said that he's too broke to go out to, or it's too expensive to go out to eat these days. So I actually put on the soup kitchen. And so I was talking about one of the newest sponsors. If you look down at the very bottom right of Rodger's bio, this is one of my newest sponsors. Midstate Amusement Games, and that is Brent Lucas out of Fond du Lac. I can't remember who his boss's name is. I think he told me exactly who owns the company, but much appreciated. And I think Rodger might have actually he might be around the block. So while he's doing that, it's probably a good time. God, I love this stuff. This virtual set stuff is really cool. So Tom is the father of Joe Manena. If you've not met Joe, he plays up at Mad Apple quite often. Used to play in tournaments. I used to see him all the time because I was at Mad Apple forever. So this is the son of Joe, 38 years old, resides in Neenah, Wisconsin. Has been playing for 30 years as well, which I find very interesting. So he started when he was 8 years old. Is that true, Dad? Come on. Loves the game of 9-ball, which obviously it's working out very well for him so far. Plays with a Jacoby, and favorite restaurant along with a lot of the other players, and one of my all-time favorites as well, Texas Roadhouse. So very first round, took out Spencer Busnelli 8-6, took out Jim Rusnick 8-5 in round number 2, and is in pretty commanding lead in round 3. So the player spotlight is presented by my nephew himself, Mr. Cody Retlick, down in Sussex, Wisconsin, and he is the owner of Midwest Aerial Production. So he has his own drone business, and if you remember the very beginning of my stream, it's actually 5-1, correct? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the score is 5-1. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's what it says on the table. That's where the coins or chips have moved. Thanks, Trevor. Yeah, that was this. You know, I hate to be repetitive, but that new virtual set, I've got so many to choose from. They're fun to play with. And it just adds a whole new dimension. As if this tournament or this challenge hasn't added a whole new dimension already. It just makes it fun for me, fun for the viewers, and That's what it's all about. Mel Marie says, Anago sucks. I've been there a couple of times. I'm really not all that thrilled about going back. I don't have to if I don't, Jesse Crook in the house. He's going to be playing relatively soon as well. Saying, go, Rodger. So, Stephen Schwen, so I was talking with Rodger prior to getting started with the match yesterday and the night before. He had food poisoning. So, it's true. And he's not feeling his best. And I'm not giving, there's no excuses or anything else, but he said yesterday he felt like dying. A lot of time in bed, sleeping, and even more time in the bathroom. We'll just leave that alone. Well, hopefully for his sake and all of the viewers that are supporting Rodger is that he doesn't the bed today. That would probably not be a good idea. All right, Tom with kind of a two-way shot there. Potential bank on the 2 and get down by the 3, and if not, left Rodger pretty tough. He can pocket the 2, but getting back down to the 3 himself is not easy. But it's a pretty easy safe if he can just get that cue ball back to the middle of the table, somewhere where the 2 is, would make it. I tell you, and I've said it before, it's hard being funny when you're in the booth all by yourself, because I already know what I'm going to say, So it's really hard withholding the punchline, because anywho. I like the shot. That was a smart shot. In left, Tom, pretty tough, and not only tied up or left him hard shot on the 2 ball, is left the 4 ball in a pretty ugly spot now as well. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, everyone. I have work to do. Feel free to whoop it up in the chat. Sheesh. Still has that trouble getting back down to the end of the table to get on that 3 ball. Ooh, and that one, that was the result of way too much top spin. And actually, after it came off the rail, it just sat there, and you couldn't see it on camera, but it just sat there and spun. But like I was saying before, this is not a hard safe to get behind that 6-9 and leave Rodger with a kick on the 3 ball. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the shot I was referring to. That was really well played. He has got him sewn up tight behind that ball. A little better idea. There's like an 1/8-inch gap in between there. Mel Marie, who is totally out of their league. Yeah, no doubt, Trevor. I can sit here and joke with myself all afternoon, and my wife, she's pretty much used to it. So it's easy for me to sit here and make fun of myself and whatever else, but I got nobody to banter back and forth with. It's hard. Maybe I should get Fong. Maybe I should get Fong in the booth. Wow, what a great hit. I'll tell you, that was not easy at all. As you can see on the overhead, he did leave Tom with a shot on the 3 ball on the side, but given that it's so close together, they're like a ball apart. It's going to be hard to get enough spin. He's going to have to play a ton of right-hand spin, go 3 rails, back down for the 4 ball. And this could come up... All right. Not a bad play, actually. This is not a bad play at all. Another good save. Michael Masevich, you've got yourself a deal, buddy. Come on down. Always a pleasure having you in the booth. And I'm sure Justine's chomping at the bit for you to get out of the house anyway, so it's kind of a win-win for both of us. Good hit on the 4 ball by Rodger. And the fortunate part of that is not only did he get a hit, but he covered up this 5 ball pretty good with the 6. It's going to make it a little bit harder. Thanks, Trevor. We'll, me and Michael will handle it. And let's see, 6 o'clock on Tuesday, I have a guest commentator by the name of Al the Hitman Holden. He's going to be driving from Waupun. He's not a resident at the prison. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. If not, they let him out to play pool pretty often. He is going to be commentating on the Dumperdan and I think it's Jesse Crook, right? Yep. Jesse Crook on Tuesday. After that match, we are down to our final 4. So, Michael Masevich, what do you mean by just today? Or you mean just today, she's sick of you? Or... I'll leave that alone. Well, if Rodger doesn't have this straight on, and I don't think he does, I believe he has rail first, and I think he can avoid hitting this 6 ball. The thing is, he's going to have to come with some pretty serious right-hand spin to get back out to play the 6 in the same pocket. The issue is the 9 ball is most likely going to stop any kind of momentum that he was looking for on the cue ball, but... This is no gimme. Talk to me later, Mike. Yeah, honestly, that was really tough. Well played. Left himself at the 50-yard line. So either going to have to get aggressive and play the bank cross-side, or I think I would almost opt for the thin cut. Yeah, boy, oh boy, this is tough. Because that's almost a scratch no matter where you, if you play it in the side, it's a scratch in the corner, and vice versa. If he's going to have to go aggressive, he's going to have to play it cross side, or play the safe. That looks like one of my safes. Leave them wide open. Rodger is definitely struggling today. Not at all what I expected, or probably anybody else for that fact. Hey, Fong, if you're still watching on your phone right there, I'm looking right at you. Come on and get in the booth. You can commentate with me for the rest of this match. Well, I believe he went for the cut and missed it completely on the way down, but caught it on the way back and ended up with a good hit and left Rodger a shot. This is just pull it back, play the 7 in the side, or you could go all the way across. Either way. Oh boy. This is a tough angle. He's got to hit this super, super thin to cut this in the side and avoid the scratch in the upper left. Actually, if I can get this before he shoots it. Kind of see what he's facing there. He's got to hit this super thin to avoid that corner. What a great shot. Oh, this has got to bounce. It did. Not an easy one to pocket this without getting very close to the side pocket as well. Probably going to have to put a little bit of inside right on it and throw it in just a smidge with, like a medium pace. What a huge 9 ball right now. I mean, this could be a major, major turning point in this match. All right, down she goes. Yeah, that was either 6-1 or what it is now, 5-2. So while Rodger is racking, Trevor, you'll get a kick out of this. So here's my other virtual set that I was using the other day. This is what's coming up at 5 o'clock this afternoon. KO 1.0 News Desk, round number 3. We have in the upper left, Todd Schmidt is taking on Fong Wen. And these two split... Player spotlights are brought to you by Billet Spin, which is Rich Stadler, and Strong Knife Company. Everybody knows Matt Strong in the state of Wisconsin, about a 660 Fargo, and he teaches down here at Varsity Club. Has gotten some lessons from Tyler and Margaret, the Stiers. So stay tuned for that this afternoon. Back to the action. Rodger pocketed a ball on the break, but has no shot at the 1. You can see the edge of it to play safe, but I don't think it's that easy of a safe. But I don't think I would push out, though, either. Unless you give them like a full table. If he could get behind the 7 ball, I'd rather leave him long and go all the way down table. Yeah, just like this. That's about as good as he could have done. That's not a bad shot at all. can see the magic rack still on the table because the 9 is sitting right on top of it. So I think they're just going to leave it for the end and not move it at all. All right, good opportunity for Rodger to bring this within 2 games. Ball in hand on the 1. Actually, Trevor, that's not a bad idea. I like that at all. And it's fun. So I've been looking for a bunch of wave files to download for my soundboard. The only thing is I have 6 spots on my soundboard that I can use, and it's just the soundboard that I purchased. I could always get another external one, but I like the 6 that I have. Not that I'm using a whole lot of them today, but maybe a little. I used to do a Porky Pig imitation and a Daffy Duck and everything else, but I don't want to embarrass myself more than what I normally do. And if you've been a viewer for any length of time, you know that's not a lie. All right, do you play safe or do you get aggressive and pocket this 4? And you have to avoid... I actually like that shot, and the reason being is it would have been pretty difficult for Rodger to avoid hitting the backside of the 8 and taking all the momentum off the cue ball to get back out for the 5. So, yeah, make Tom kick at it. Good hit. But left Rodger out. And that's exactly what Rodger was looking for, obviously, when he played the safe. Make Tom kick at it and hopefully end up with a shot, not stuck behind the ball. So this is honestly the hardest shot on this rack is the 7 to the 8 ball. This is pretty simple. Just roll forward to the middle of the table, and you got the 5 to 7. Give yourself an angle on the 7 to get back down to the 8 because that's going to be most important. Trevor, that's actually one of the things on my list of many, 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 many things to do with the stream is to get some more cool sound effects. Especially, who would not like Caddyshack? It's in the hole. It's pretty relevant when it comes to pool as well, Well, this is what I was talking about. This is very speed dependent, and he is going to come up considerably short. Okay, so I believe he is going to have to play safe here and maybe duck behind that 9 ball. It's got a weird angle, though. And honestly, I would get rid of that magic rack. Because that may have a very direct result on how it's played. Yeah, that was a good choice, getting that thing out of there. It's a big shot. That, I don't know if I would have done that. Give you an idea of what Tom's facing here. Hi, Scuba Steve. Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, that came up a little bit long on the bank. And all right, so I stand corrected. It was a good play by Rodger, leaving him with the bank. So potentially, this could end up being 2 games in a row where the safe has paid off for Rodger. Rodger's not comfortable today. And if, you know, there's things that obviously I see that the players cannot, or I mean the viewers cannot, sorry. But he is not in his usual state of mind. We've all been there as pool players. Oh, overcut. Left. Rodger tough again. You know, and that's it. Honestly, that's pretty fortunate for Tom. You know, he was attempting to make it and left himself with a really tough shot on the 9 ball. You know, it's almost on the rail. So I guess you could look at it 2 ways. Fortunate for Rodger, he's back up at the table, but fortunate for Tom that he left Rodger with pretty much no shot on the 8 ball either. Could have been a 2-way shot, though, too. So, I mean, not that I've ever been wrong before. Huh? No, you want that to get past this or close to this. Oh, boy. Yep. Left him with pretty simple shot to just roll down there. Yeah, couldn't agree more, Trevor. Without a doubt. I've seen some of the best players in the world that make any shot from anywhere on the table. But, oh, boy. Well, I don't know if the pressure's starting to get to both of these guys or... All right, that is 3-5. So, yes, I did watch that match, Trevor, and Albin was not a happy camper at all. I wouldn't be either, but... So, Derek... Oh, boy. Scratch on the break. And look at all the balls falling in the pocket. My gosh. 4 balls on the break. And leaving Tom with ball in hand with 5 balls on the table. Nothing even touching a rail or... So, Avenue Auto, everybody, if you don't know already, Derek Justin, you know what? As long as we're waiting here, I'm going to put that up there. So this is actually from my house. This is the trophy that I made for the winner. Man, I don't know if that looks that great close up. Let's go to a different view. Yeah, let's go to this one. So yeah, this is my home table. All right, I'm going to get back to the action because Tom just played the 1 ball, and this is what he ended up doing here. So the difficulty of this is there's almost 100% certainty he's going to run into this 6 ball. So either draw out of it. Yeah. Oh, the 6 get in the way. It didn't. So anybody that's already seen the trophy, I think actually all the players have already seen it. I'm not saying that was my intent, but when you know that a trophy is on the line, instead of just cash, money comes and goes. Yeah. That's going to be spent, whatever. Every one of the 7 players that are left, they want that trophy. Thanks, Scuba Steve. Much appreciated. It was actually, knowing where it was going, or, the end result, it made it that much more enjoyable making it. It's just, it was a fun project, and I'm going to be doing the same thing for 2.0 and 3.0 and 12.0 whenever we get to that point, if I live that long. Okay, 6-3 in favor of Tom. So yeah, there it is. I'm kind of sad to let my home table go. Yeah, well, actually, it doesn't make any sense more because I just got done telling everybody that I made it. But Scott Google called me the other day. He's like, you really need to get yourself in the picture. So, there you have it. I think I need my booster seat or my step stool that Andy made one for me at Mad Apple probably 4 years ago, 3 years ago, somewhere around there. I think it's still there, back in the storage area. I think I could really use that right about now. And I think I need to lose a little weight. All right, let's get going to the break. Cue ball flying all over the place. Ends up with a shot, and pretty much a stop shot on the one to start this rack. 2 goes past the 4. This could potentially be a relatively easy run for Tom. Yes, it is a race to 9. Trevor, how tall are you? Oh, jeez. Fortunate for Tom again, even on the miss, and I'm not saying that in a derogatory note, but Rodger's had a ton of opportunities in this match so far, but it has happened on quite a few occasions already where, oh boy, that is way too much speed on there, where Tom has missed a shot and left Rodger with, instead of an offensive shot, having to play defense. And it just works out that way sometimes. That's the game of pool. But it's stuff like this, and especially in 9-ball. Sometimes the rolls go your way, and sometimes it's like the pool gods absolutely hate you. Are you serious, Trevor? Yeah, that would be actually quite funny. So if you look in the comments, so Trevor's 6'5", former strongman competitor, and about 325 pounds. That's 3 of me. So I think that would be a lot of fun. Travel up here and we'll get a picture. So yeah, if you remember back at my Mad Apple days, Eric, that was kind of the running joke, talked about it quite often about getting a bobblehead made of, yeah. I still have that picture somewhere of me standing on that platform from Andy. Just off today is Rodger. Good attempt at safe. I don't know if he got there. I think he can actually make this ball. So, along with the trophy itself, this is also a $225 match. The final four each get $400 and a shirt. Not going to say what the short shirt looks like because I'm not even sure yet. There's a reason for that. Obviously. But it's the chance to move on, obviously, for the grand prize, which is $1,000 cash, a 5-year membership from John Kramer for the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. I've talked about it a couple of times that I'm going to get that back up there, but also Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame shirt from John as well. And for the winner and second prize, it is a personalized shirt from, I'm not going to say exactly who, but it is a knockout challenge. All kinds of good stuff. All right, good shot on the 3-ball. Looks like a stop shot, or actually off the rail. Yeah. Off the lower right-hand rail. Trevor, although I, appreciate the offer, I'm going to pass on the overhead lift. But, thanks for offering. Nope. Negative. Not going to happen. Good shot, forcing that 5 into the pocket and kind of forcing an angle to get himself straight on the 6-ball. And this is just pull it back maybe about a ball, and that's going to give him the perfect angle on the 7 to get to the 8. And that could put Tom 2 away from the hill. Ooh. Overdrew that by a ton. All right, I think that was a two-way shot because he was kind of intently looking at that, the 7 or where the cue ball ended up. And actually, if it was, that was a very smart shot. I don't know if Rodger, he can definitely make it off the rail, but I don't know if he can see this clean or not. I don't think so. I need my telestrator. Even if he makes this, and I don't want a commentator's curse, but you got to be really weary of that upper right-hand corner. There is a good chance that if he makes this kick, I guarantee you the cue ball is going in that direction. Oh my gosh, didn't want to do that. I think he was, quite afraid of the scratch. He came over and looked at it. Left himself absolutely perfect because this is just a stop shot, and then play the 9 ball in the upper left-hand corner. And like I said, that could potentially put Tom 2 away from the hill and Rodger a long way from the hill. All right, I will change that in just a moment. I'll get that other glove up there, but I need to do this first. Here's the reason why I continue to exist, or part of the reason. A, if it wasn't for my viewers, again, I can't thank you guys enough for being here for every one of these matches. That the amount of viewers and the chat has been so much fun, and I know everybody is just as much excited about getting to the finals as I am, but we've got a little bit ways to go. But if it wasn't for these people that you see on the screen right there, first and foremost, Jeremy West, year and a half ago, brought it up with him. I'd like to put another booth up here, and if it wasn't for him and Adam Carlson, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. So this is a list of the sponsors that have been just tremendous, that have been generous, and John Kramer, Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame, and the entire team over there. The flyers that go out all the time that's on the website, what John has done for the game of pool. I can't say enough about it, and his donations to this challenge and so on, but Andy Coons, Bobby Joe Coons, and Brent Lucas, the newest of the sponsors. Real quick, JP Shower, oh my gosh, they have been incredible over the years. The last 3 years have been awesome working with them. And of course, Autumn Grusella, Tracy Lerma from Inside Pool Magazine. Let me get you on over here. I don't want you to miss anything. So Tom scratched on the break, and obviously left Rodger with ball in hand. This, to me, is probably the key shot right here, is getting that the 2 ball to sit right by the side and the cue ball to do the same thing, and that did not happen. So now I think he almost has to play this combo. And I don't really see an easy safe. So if the safe is harder than the shot itself, play the shot. All right. 9 came out, and I believe blocked the path to the 2 ball. And I think Tom is going over to get his jump cue. This is not an easy jump either. That 9 ball is awful close. It's only half a ball. And honestly, the kick isn't all that easy either unless he goes 2 rails behind the 9. All right. I just got surprised by a little knock on the booth door. So instead of coming down at 5 o'clock to commentate for that match, Justine has kicked her husband out of the house and said, "Get the hell out of here and go commentate with Little Cheddar." So
that's exactly what she said.
So Michael Masevich, who defeated Jeff Getch on Friday night, is graciously joining me in the booth. Thanks for being here, Michael.
Let's do it.
This is some fun stuff. I'll tell you what. There's and we just touched on it a real little bit, but if you go back and poll the viewers that have seen the bracket, I think a lot probably would have picked given the Fargo, and so I don't like that shot at all.
He's not making it easy on himself.
Rodger is really struggling today, and you would have expected that to be quite different. And now he's second guessing himself with. I would have just honestly just rolled forward on that 8-ball a little bit, and that wasn't a hard cut.
A lot of players get into this. They get too wrapped up when they're struggling, trying to get too perfect on balls, and it makes you second guess the shot. It makes you get out of line. Just tough.
This is a must make. To be honest with you, if this 9-ball doesn't go down, I'm not trying to jinx him. You know what? I'll shut up and just wait until he shoots it. The reason being, if that would have put Tom on the hill and leaving Rodger 6 games to win, which is almost insurmountable in 9-ball.
That's tough.
So that is huge, 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 huge. So, Michael, what do you think of my table that I'm giving away there?
I'm loving it. It's going to look great in my new basement.
You do realize I come along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really need to go on a weight loss program.
Speaking of little tables, I have a 5-foot table in my basement if you want it.
You know what? I think I'll pass, but yeah, thanks for the offer. So, is there... you ask yourself this question every once in a while, that there's a knock on the door, and you just know that I shouldn't answer. Shouldn't answer the door. But then you do, and it's too late. At that point, it's already over with. And,
that's what happened just now when I walked in.
That's kind of why I think our viewers probably got that. I don't know if they did or not, but it's good having some more hot air in here. What was that? Sorry.
Those are the context clues. I tell you what, I've had a lot of fun watching this one at home, and while we were doing stuff, having the sound on in the background. Definitely an interesting match here.
Yeah, it's been a weird dynamic ever since the beginning. Rodger missed, I think it was the 8-9 in rack number 1. and then missed the 7 on the 7-8-9 in rack number 2, and he has never been the same since.
Just giving away those short racks, can't do it.
You know, if it was an 8-ball or something like that, it's, I think, a little bit easier to manage, but 9-ball, it's brutal. Thanks for the update, Trevor. Yeah, I a little slow on the uptake today. That's not it. All right, Rodger left himself not in a good position here. Well, good bank, but didn't get over for the 3, so that makes it pretty tough. So, being in Rodger's position, I think I would play safe here and try to duck that cue ball behind the 7 and 9.
Yeah, for sure.
Or, I mean, he could play...
It's a two-way shot.
It is. I think, yeah, play the 3 in the your upper right as you're looking at it. And then, but the thing is, if you accidentally make the 3 and then you're hooked behind the 2 and then you're... He could thin the 3 ball and make sure it doesn't go past the side and actually get behind the 5 too.
Oh, I don't like that one.
Because it's so touchy. I agree.
That's a precision shot. I prefer the draw, trying to get back behind the 9.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to make sure you don't make it.
I think the 5 is a really big ball over there. You know, if he could get that, yeah.
I think he's going to play your route. I don't see a lot of bottom on that ball. Oh, he went to the other side of it.
Ooh.
I didn't like that route.
Nope.
Still not an easy out from that long.
Definitely not. Eric Sweeney, am I going to be at State? I'm assuming you're talking about next weekend at WISPA for teams.
WISPA.
Yes, sir, I am. Playing with Taylor Collar and Jeff Cole and Tommy Beshta, and I think Flannel Jesus is on our team.
Flannel Jesus.
Yeah, it's Dan Coppins. He has. I'm not even sure who's on our team. Taylor set it up. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna play.
No Corey,
especially with Tommy Beshta, and we played together last year and had just a freaking blast.
Surprised not Corey on that team with you guys.
Corey is. I think he's playing with another team. That's a good shot.
Very good shot.
So here's the dilemma. We'll get you over to the side view so you can see what I'm about to talk about. Is that 6 or the 7-9? I don't think is dead. It's not in, but I think it's the only shot that he can play. He's going to have to play the combo after this 5.
You don't think you can get to it?
Not to get to the 7. Oh.
Ooh, the carom?
Oh, boy.
There's a carom?
That carom ain't going.
Oh, you got to be a lot straighter on it.
This is a bad position for the combo or the carom.
I didn't like the stun shot there. That really killed the cue ball.
I would have floated forward.
I think you had to go strong top, try to get in between them and break them up, or or something else.
I think he is going to have to play safe here.
Oh, yeah. Play the 7 just on the other side of the 9 and keep the cue ball there.
I like it.
They got the Sunday mini going on.
Yeah, I think
Not too packed at
Like-
this time.
9 or 11 players today. I haven't talked to Chris. I've been in my hole.
Ooh, little strong.
Definitely the
Little
right
strong.
shot. Not a good execution.
Rodger's digging it.
Way off on speed there.
Well, looks like Tom here the last couple of racks have given Rodger what Rodger gave him the first couple of racks.
Yep. For sure.
Maybe it's not too late, but it might be.
It's not too late. It's never too late. So, something. All right. It's tightening up again. Now Rodger's within 2 games. What a swing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the last 2 games have been... again, Tom could have been on the hill at one point. This is... I think we're going to go 7-7 in the next 2 games.
Don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. All right. Players have decided to take a break, which is absolutely fantastic, because what I'm going to do is I just got this done yesterday. He's already laughing because you can't see it, but you're about to see it. So I just got my...
Oh, Lord.
We're talking about perfect timing. So Baby Cheddar just tuned into the chat just now. So
Oh, great.
hey, Sunshine, it just
You like the new bathroom digs?
I just got the bathroom done at home. So it stinks like cheese and something awful. But anyway, so I got to give a shout out to Tim Stockinger, because he sent me this picture last night, and I'm like, okay, this has got to go on the stream. So
Yeah.
lo and behold, yeah. Anyway, so moving right along.
Baby Cheddar loves it.
What?
She loves it.
What else have we got going on here? You know what? Let's get your mug in there, shall we?
Oh, no.
No.
That's not great. You want to scare people away?
Oh wait, I have to fix it anyway. Can't do it,
No, don't have the other camera showing up.
but we'll be ready for the next match. So thanks, Tim Stockinger.
Love it.
I'll tell you what, this new virtual set is pretty cool, but I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure some stuff out here.
Yeah, saw it in the little intro video the other day, and then Steve during my match when I watched it back.
All right, here's my new one. Actually, and Fong's going to end up showing on there, but so this is my new virtual, the newest creation. I have a hard time, not looking at the screen. I got to look at the camera to say hi to all of the viewers out there.
Yeah, I like it. And we'll pull that back up next match, right?
Indeed. All right, back to the cheddar bathroom. Stinky cheese.
Stinky cheese.
Perfect timing because Mr. Pregler is back and racking. Match is tightening up, folks.
Got
No
ourselves
more
a
stranglehold for Mr. Manena.
4-2 race. Rodger trying to come back.
So Al Holden is going to be commentating with me on Tuesday night for we all used to play together, Dumper Dan and in Sheboygan. So yeah, that is where I cut the cheese. Thanks for bringing that up.
Ugh. Other than that 2-ball, there is no trouble.
Yeah, honestly, this is not easy for Tom to get on this 2-ball at all. So you played really well, Mike, on Friday night.
I had a pretty good match. That was a tough one. Jeff was probably the best player in there.
Well, I think he was the highest Fargo left in the field, for sure. And I'll tell you, when his game is on, He is a force to be reckoned with. But honestly, it was probably one of the best matches that we've had out of this tournament so far.
It was pretty nuts. I mean, we both scratched on the first rack, and then after that, I think it was 6-5 before either one of us missed the ball.
Yeah. I mean, it was run after run after run after run. So you gave the viewers a lot to talk about. So moving forward,
we set the bar high.
Who would you like to play in the Final Four? Because you've advanced to the Final Four. Or you don't want to say that on live TV?
None of these guys right now. I mean, coming into this match, it was probably Tom, but he's got a nice thing going here. Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah.
A little firm, but...
Even if he doesn't have an offensive shot, this is an easy shot to pull the cue ball right back behind the 8. And just don't pocket the 2. I mean, he could play offensive and, bank the 2.
I think you can still cut this, too. That 4's in the way. That cue ball's not going to go flying.
I don't know if I like that shot. You got to hit that pretty hard.
I like your defense idea, though.
Just don't pocket the 2.
Just like that. Oh,
I knew it.
Off the 3. That's bad luck.
I knew it.
Oh.
See, that's why I said just don't pocket the 2. And he did play it short, too.
He missed the 2. The 3 ball pushed it in on him. Ugh.
Ouch.
Thank you, Steve. I'm glad we could put on a show for you guys. Don't expect that next match. I don't know if I got 2 of those in me. Although I'm going to need it. Rodger and Fong and Tom and the way these guys are shooting.
Yeah, no doubt.
Jesse and who does he play again? Dumper Dan?
Yep. That'll be a good match Tuesday. Nobody made it this far as a gift. Everybody's earned their way to this position. So there's not going to be, judging by the Fargo, there's not going to be any more handicap or anything. So it's a straight race for everybody.
Well, now that I knocked out
Jeff.
Yep. Tom was the lowest. That's the only one that would have been a spot.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is tied up. Or Jesse. Jesse's pretty low, isn't he? Him and Dumper Dan.
Yeah, I'd have to look at Jesse's. I think he's 508 or something like that.
That's probably a spot.
Let's take a look.
I don't know what Dumper Dan is, but I know Jesse and Vince were like 500 and 508. So that'll probably be the only spot left. Everybody's got to spot him. The rest of us are 560 or up, I think.
Rodger is having a hard time.
Yeah, he got himself in a pickle there. It was tough to mass A. He was tied up on that 9 ball.
The only potential issue I see now with this rack is that 8 ball.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a little bit close to the 9, but honestly, it's not bad.
I don't think the 8 ball's tough. It's more getting your angle on the 8 to not screw up the 9 ball.
Easy does it there, baby Cheddar. We're not going to tell that story. So apparently Trevor is revoking my cheese card or my man card. Something.
Wisconsinite card.
Wisconsinite card.
Can't misidentify cheese.
Hey, it's my bathroom. I'll call it whatever cheese I want.
I say this 3-4 is probably as tough as should get to, even with ball in hand.
No doubt. Oh.
Big bounce.
Yeah, see, and this is kind of what happened before. Is he didn't get out far enough. Now he's going to run into that 8 ball, 8 or 9, one of the two. I mean, he could potentially avoid it, but then he's going to leave himself with a longer shot on the 5 than what he wanted. So if he runs into that 8 ball, it may end up, blocking the 5, whatever.
Yeah, you have to avoid the 8 unless you hit it strong. And
then you could draw right into the 9 or into the pocket.
Yeah. Because if you just tap that 8, it's going to be ugly. That worked out really well.
Wow,
actually.
played short side on the 5.
Wow.
Great shot.
Good stroke. Yeah, I went back and watched my match, up until the last 3 racks when it cut out.
Yeah, I don't understand what the heck happened. I still don't get... Oh, so YouTube and Facebook, you'll only have an 8-hour window to stream. So if you go back and look at your match,
Yeah.
it was at 7 hours and 52 minutes for some reason. But the match only took an hour and 39 minutes. The entire match was an hour and 39 minutes.
Why did it go up to...
So I don't for the life of me understand what the heck happened. I'll tell you what I don't understand, this is another major turn in this match.
That was a bad scratch.
Yeah, that was
Al Holden says...
That was lack of attention there, because that should have not happened. This should have not happened either.
Oh, he can't get on the rail
so
here.
He is almost straight on.
He's got a decent angle.
Oh yeah.
You're on the rail. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to play soft top, and you're gonna leave yourself far because you can't overhit this, or the 9's gonna get in the way. Al Holden says Dan's Fargo's a 529, so he's out of the
No handicap there.
handicap spot. So just Jesse if he ends up pulling it out Tuesday.
Good shot.
Oh, that's a great shot.
So, do you float down and play the 9 in the side, or do you draw back and give that 9 a little bit of a nudge?
It's tough. He's got a little bit of angle on this 8. I almost draw back into this because
I think I would. I think I would try to clear that thing of...
if you try to hit it soft, you're going to potentially not make it. If you play it right, you're going to bounce out and leave. That 9 goes in the side, though.
I keep saying this, but it's so true, because what a major game. What a major turn of events here. This is potentially what could have been Tom on the hill is now tightened it up to, if this 9 goes in, is a 7-6 match.
It was 5-1 at one point.
Major swing.
Take your time on this. There it is.
Wow.
Rodger is back in it.
In a big way.
Trevor, I don't know what happened with that stream, but I know it wasn't started 6 hours early on accident.
No, it wasn't. I mean, I honestly, I can't figure it out.
Even if it was early, I mean, it's hard to start it more than 15, 30 minutes early. It definitely didn't hit 8 hours.
Nope, not even close.
Well, we got ourselves a nail biter now. I didn't see that coming early.
No doubt.
Sinks the 2 ball. Got a good shot on the 1.
And a shot on the 1.
And no trouble.
No, there is nothing tied up.
6 to the 8 and the 7 to the 8. Or 6 to the 7, 7 to the 8.
1 to the 3, I'd be sweating bullets already. I mean, seriously, because this is probably the shot that's going to determine the rest of this game. If he puts a good stroke on this and plays obviously the 3's going to go in the lower left. That's the only shape that he really needs.
That's it. Little soft, but
cuttable. I think he can avoid the 7 on this.
I think he's probably going to hit the 7 on the way out.
Yeah.
He can come short of it, but I think he's going to touch it on the way out. But where that 4 ball is, as long as you're not hidden, you're fine.
Yep.
Trevor says we got to see how good Tom's mental fortitude is, and you know what? That's right. When you have that big of a lead and watch it slip by, you get in your own head a bit.
Yep, pressure's on again. Yeah, you called it. You called it. So now he's got a thin cut on this 4-ball in the side. It's doable, but he's going to have to send this cue ball flying a little bit.
That's what makes this part tough. But does he have enough of the 4 to draw into the 7?
No.
Or is it too thin?
Yeah, it's too thin.
Man.
I think this is the drag draw stroke, and I'll give you an idea of what that looks. Yeah, that cue ball is going to be moving. I think he can get over by where the chalk is on the right side there and come around the 5.
I think you got to play this straight top and come either by the chalk where you're saying or even a little bit harder so you don't come up short or 50-yard line, come back out between the 7-9 coming off that rail.
If you don't feel comfortable with it, and running out, then
just like that.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful. That's a great shot.
7-9.
That's well played.
That's exactly what he needed to do.
We got a match.
Heck yeah, we do. I'm glad I left early. Come watch the end of this up here.
No doubt.
He's going to be fine. Everything's wide open. I think what he's got to do, what he's got to avoid is the same thing he did when he got long on that 9-ball a couple racks ago. Don't try to get too perfect.
No doubt. Just,
give yourself a shot.
Come 2 rails, just hit it with follow, and take what the 7 gives. Because a lot of players would probably try to draw out of this and then play the 7 in the side and then up scratching in the side right by the 9. That would be a no-no.
That 7-ball goes in all 6 pockets.
Yes, it does. Get yourself to the middle of the table.
See, even
I like this because he has the perfect angle to either middle ball and just float down and play the 8 in the lower left, or he can come 2 rails and play the 8 in the side where the 7's about to go.
Or 1 rail straight up and down.
Yeah, there's so many options here.
This is great.
This could be 7-7 after these 3 balls.
Man, what a turn.
This is like Friday night all over again, because I was on freaking pins and needles in this booth. I was nervous for both you and Jeff, and I'm nervous for Tom and Rodger here.
Yeah, this is a good match now. I almost turned it off at home.
I almost turned it off here.
That's not what he wanted, but it's gonna work.
That is pretty fortunate.
That was dangerous.
That was very fortunate.
And he's got a nice angle on it, just a nice stun draw to the other rail.
Yeah, play the 9 in the side.
Or a full draw and play the 9 in the side.
Yeah, I like the full draw.
See, that's what I was talking about first. Just get to the other side, play the 9 in the corner with top.
No, nothing wrong with that either. As long as you get over far enough where you're not have to worry about the scratch in the side.
Yeah.
Well, this 9-ball for a really interesting match.
We got ourselves a tie ball game here.
Yikes. Who's sweating this 9-ball for Rodger right now? I think everybody is. Oh my goodness.
What a bank.
Oh my.
What a bank shot.
Even Rodger just said that was a good bank.
Man, he was struck.
We are all knotted up at 7 apiece. Who would have thought this was going to happen?
I think he was scared of that scratch.
Yeah, I would have been too.
Hey, it dropped. That's all that matters, right?
We have got a race to 2, folks. So now, kind of what Michael was talking about earlier is the fact that now all the pressure is on Tom because he had a 5-1 lead. He's led throughout this entire match since game number 1, and now it's 7-7.
Race to 2.
The pressure is on. The worst possible thing that Rodger could do right now is scratch on the break.
And you jinxed him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, 9 bounced out good.
This is a wide open table again.
Yeah. Especially with a ball in hand start.
There's no trouble here. There's none whatsoever.
Not
the
one.
only issue I see is the 8 to the 9.
Really?
And that's not even that hard.
I think the 3-4 is your toughest. That 4 is
that's
dangerously
not,
close to that side pocket.
Yeah, that's not an easy one either.
Man,
Yeah.
what do we got here?
Even if you hit the brake medium speed, the last thing you want to do is scratch at a point like this. Huge mistake.
I like being on that side of the 2 ball.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're avoiding the 7.
Yep.
Avoiding the 9. Well, I'll tell you what, if you tuned out before the end of this match, you're missing.
Yeah, you
You're
made a
missing
mistake. Well, here's the shot probably of the rack right here. 'Cause I tell you what, where that 6-7 is, you can get an easy shape on the 8 to get back to the 9.
But
these 3 balls are going to decide the rack.
if you know that side pocket.
I told you, it's close to that side pocket.
that was pretty risky going between that 4 and the 5.
Ooh, slow rolled that one. That's what I said. Those next 3 balls, 3, 4, 5, are going to decide this rack.
I still think the 8 to the 9 is going to be the toughest because, in the back of your mind, it's the shot to get you on the hill.
Ooh, nice shot on the 5. I'll tell you what, the way Tom has been drawing the ball, if he gets any kind of straight on that 8 ball, he's going to come full table.
Little bit of an angle on the 6 ball. Not terrible. I think he can just pull out of it. Just draw back just a smidge. Is he looking at going around the 7? Jeepers, I hope not. I would hope not. Because I figured he'd get draw out of it. All right.
So I think all you got to do is give yourself something straight on this 8 so you can draw back to, I don't know, past the side pocket. That's really all you need.
I'm not saying a damn word from here on. Nothing.
All right. Let's get those crickets noises out because this is what's about to happen.
I can do that. This is a little steep.
This is a tough one.
I'm telling you, this.
You got to
this
avoid
is
that
the
side
shot.
pocket.
This is the shot I was talking about.
That bottom right draw and trying to miss the side pocket.
He's thinking of going high left on this, and this is, if you don't
like
hit
that.
it, I don't either at this point.
I like the bottom right draw.
Yeah, I think you have to, but both of those shots bring a pocket into play.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We got ourselves.
I think I would have already headed to the bathroom to change my Depends.
Come on, you don't wear Depends, you wear Huggies.
You stay out of this, baby Cheddar.
All right. He's looking top left. That's what I see.
Oh, my.
Oh, and he stroked it good.
Yeah, he hit that
Wow.
really good.
That is a great shot. Hey, if that's what he was confident with, that's what you go with.
No doubt.
That's a great out. There we go.
No doubt.
There's that mental fortitude right there, Trevor, to make that out after getting the game knotted up. That's strong.
Yeah, to come up with an out like that.
After almost giving it away.
Major.
Strong out.
Yeah, that's why I said it in the beginning. That scratch on the break is so detrimental.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you broke them that good.
If you're playing 8-ball and sometimes 10-ball, you got the extra.
Oh, yeah.
the extra ball on the table. It's it might have a little bit more trouble navigating, but 9 ball, man, you cannot. Especially when you made 2 other balls on the break.
Well, I tell you,
one of them can't be the cue ball.
I know Tom's sweating this on the hill. Don't go there.
And now he did it.
And a wide open table again.
Oh my gosh!
No 1-9.
If he wants to play it, he can.
I don't know if I would.
I don't know if I would either. Look at Rodger; he's just kind of smiling. So look at this layout.
This 3-4 is not
easy.
Yes,
I was just about to say that the 3 to the 4 is not simple.
Yeah, but if you play a stop shot on the 1 into the side and you're straight in on the 3, you can draw back towards that 7 and be fine.
Oh my gosh!
Holy cow, though.
He's
this
looking
is a decision, though.
You ain't kidding.
This is a decision.
That's a thin cut on the 9. If you play the 1-9, I'll give you a better perspective here. So you got to hit that 9 pretty thin.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And the worst part is if you miss it and leave it sitting in the pocket, you might end up selling out the whole match.
Well, you're leaving a 3-9 combo at that point.
Yeah.
The 1's going to bounce out, but the 3-9's going to be there.
Good point. You got to go for the run out. Anything else could, something could happen. Phew.
That's too thin. I don't like the combo on the 9. This is definitely turning into an interesting finish, though. Yeah, that's what I like. I like playing into that side with a stop shot.
Yep, me too.
And you got almost a dead straight on the 3 to draw back to the 4. Oh.
I would have not gone this angle.
I would not have rolled forward on that.
No.
He wants to go top and avoid the 7, maybe.
So now he has to come 3 rails between. He has to come where his stick is right now.
He's got to put right on this ball.
Yeah.
And a lot of it.
And avoid the side pocket, which should be pretty simple.
And the speed's the toughest part, I think, here.
I would have given myself the opposite angle.
I would have, too, and played the draw. But he had ball in hand and the option.
Yeah,
here's the thing with the speed.
This is going to come up a little
not gonna get
short.
There.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep. That's why I didn't like that route. Because that route sends you to the corner pocket. It's a... Well... we got ourselves a
nail biter.
Here's the worst part is you just watch Tom go on the hill.
Right.
You have to do something here on this 4 ball or this match is over.
Yeah, you don't get safe. And
that's an easy 6 ball out.
I think I'm going to try to get the cue ball behind that 5. It's a touchy shot. But I don't see
much.
If he plays it with like a ton of low right, he can shorten it up a little bit and get the 4 at least away from that rail. And even if he doesn't get behind the 5, at least leave the 4 in a bad position.
Man, he's so close to that 4.
This is tough.
You got to thin the 4 and maybe bottom left masse kind of into the 6. Off the rail? You think you got that?
Yeesh. I don't see anything easy, I'll tell you that.
No, I don't see anything easy. I think that's probably the only thing I see. I can't tell. Might be too much angle to even do that. Yeah, Trevor, I'm on the same thought. Al says show the overhead.
I'm on it.
But I'm with you, Trevor. I like that. The carom, but... you got to put a lot of spin on that ball to get to the 6.
I don't like the carom.
I don't like it, but I don't see much better.
I think it's a sellout.
Well, the thing I like about it is it puts you behind that 5 if you don't make it. Or up the rail. It makes this harder.
But if you do make it, where's the 4 going to end up?
Well, you're barely nicking it.
Yeah, you're barely touching it, so it is a possibility.
You're going to get a hit on the 4.
Yikes.
Yeah, this ain't great.
I would not want to be in Rodger's position right now.
No. Yeah, he doesn't like I think he's looking at the carom into the 6 too, but you got to... You got to put a lot.
That's perfection
on it.
Yeah, that's boy. You got to hit that good.
Yeah, it's so short. You're gonna end up hitting half a diamond away from the middle diamond. Like you got to. That's a mass A shot. That's not even a.
No.
That's not even a left spin.
Tom's just chomping at the bit over there too.
Yeah, I think he's trying to see where they're at for.
He could too. Is come at it this direction, and if he can avoid the outer point on the pocket.
Try to leave the 4 there and the cue ball on the rail-ish.
Yeah, and try to get the cue ball back to where it is now. Obviously that's a speed shot, but if he left him like a nasty combo on the 4-6, that's not easy either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Trevor says go toward intentional foul. No, no intentional foul here.
Derek, have you lost your mind?
The only intentional
foul again. Ball in hand.
Is what? Maybe push the 5 up into the 7, but you got to be so precise because you're giving a ball in hand on the first shot.
Yeah, there's no way. Absolutely not.
No, I can't see that on this table.
I don't mind this at all. As long as he plays the speed enough.
Ooh. That's going to hurt.
He left him
Perfect.
out.
He left him perfect.
This is just a stop shot.
I don't mind what he was thinking. He just...
Yeah, if the 4 travels further.
Or the cue ball gets behind the 5.
Yep.
That was a 2-way safety there. I don't mind the thought. Just, it was so thin, you couldn't get the power on it you needed to. No.
Wow. I think the pressure just got to Tom.
I think so, too.
Because that was literally, it was straight in, and he caught the right side of the 4.
Oh, man. All you needed was a stop shot.
Just a stop shot.
You needed to be on the other side of the 8, not bounce out that way.
We could feel the pressure in the booth, I'm telling you. You can cut it with a knife.
You didn't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. The pressure's getting to Tom a little bit.
Yep. And the worst, and this 8 ball going in is even worse. Oh. Now Rodger's shaking.
Yeah. We're going to have a hill match here if he can get through this.
Oh, my God.
But I don't know if you guys were watching when Tom was racking, but there was some shaky fingers.
Yeah, he's nervous.
The pressure
I don't blame him.
To these guys.
I love what this tournament has brought for the players. I really, absolutely freaking love the pressure. This is good stuff.
Well, I'm glad you like it because I was sweating bullets on Friday. I had to go home and take a shower. I was sweating so much.
Derek said he's finishing his basement and the fumes are getting to his brain.
Yeah, with
I think that was
foul.
Yeah, I think that was well before you were inhaling fumes there, buddy. Just saying. I just throwing that out there.
Must be inhaling something else down there.
Yeah, what are you doing?
All right.
Okay.
Here's the shot.
Holy crap, holy. Little overhit? No. Oh,
a little strong. Left himself a small back cut. Makes it tough.
I think I would just stop shot and take what I get.
Yeah.
Because if you rattle this 7 ball, you lose the match.
Yeah.
You flat out lose the match.
And to do anything else but a stop shot, you're going to have to stroke it. So, high chance of rattle.
He would like this cue ball 1 ball to the right where it is right now.
And even 2 or 3 balls to the right. Like anything but to the left. Man, I got here at a good time.
No doubt.
Man.
Let's do this. Let's give everybody the sweat right along with Rodger.
It's just a hair of a bad angle. Oh, man.
I don't know if I like this shot. I really don't like this shot.
I think it puts you at an even sharper cut on the 9.
My stomach is tied in knots.
Drills it, comes short side. The outer point gets him a little bit.
He's got no shot on the 9.
That's a thin cut or a high pressure bank.
My sphincter is all... What? I'm sorry. What? Hang...
Baby Cheddar, cover your ears. Don't hear about your dad's sphincter.
What in the... Son of a... Baby Cheddar.
Under pressure.
Under pressure. Queen.
Well, at least I know you did something right as a parent. Good taste in music.
I think that's probably the only thing,
Yeah, I
to
mean,
be quite honest.
clearly don't feed her, so.
Nope. She had pizza when she was home last week.
And steak when I was here commentating a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. I don't know what I do here. What would you do here, Mike?
Well, I had a shot similar to this on the 6 ball on my break and run in the last rack of the first round. And I cut it.
I don't like that. Absolutely.
But I had a ball blocking the scratch because I was on the 6 ball. Something was blocking the scratch for me.
I think he has to hit the left side of this 9 ball so thin and send that cue ball back down where you see his head.
I think that's
the
I think you have 3 options.
Smart play, in my opinion.
Right before I left the house, he played an 8 ball and snuck it on both sides of the rails, and Tom missed the bank. Or you do what you said, come back up bottom rail. But I think, man, I think you have to go aggressive.
Damn,
I think you got to bank this.
This is good stuff.
Or you just, that's a 9 ball. You hit it hard and hope it drops in one of the pockets.
That's the worst. That's the worst thought process ever.
Maybe you get a double bank. Oh, he plays it short and he's going to leave it.
That's why I said this is, you cannot play that shot.
Not that hard.
That is a sellout.
Man, breathe. Breathe. Tom is talking to himself right now.
Oh, is he ever?
Breathe through it. There's all the pressure right now. For the win, this cut, you probably make this 97 out of 100 times.
Better
but
be
you don't have the pressure
100
on
out
you.
of 100. Oh, my God.
Oh!
Wow. I thought he missed it.
He overcut that. I don't know how that fell.
Holy crap.
I don't know how that fell.
I...
Wow. But it fell. And Tom,
Wow, what a match.
Tom with the upset. Here we go.
Wow. Congratulations to Tom Manena. I guarantee you Joel is at home applauding right along with everybody else that was on Tom's team. What a match. You know what?
Tom needs to go change his underpants after that ball hit the outer point.
I need to change my underpants after that because that was pretty incredible.
He overcut that 9 ball.
Oh. So, anyway, there we are.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
At the
sports desk.
The sport.
The Outer Point,
Outer Point
desk.
Streaming Sports Desk.
There we go.
KO 1.0, round 3. This is what's coming up at 5 o'clock this afternoon.
And if it's anything like these first 2 matches, it will not disappoint.
It's going to be a barn burner.
Wow.
Todd Schmidt and Fong Wen. I can't wait. I have to get something to eat.
And they have the exact same Fargo, right?
Yeah. Both 564 Fargo.
Yeah. This is
Good
going to be a good one.
So, anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Oh, I like that. That's like a big emoji.
As big as your hand has ever looked.
Anyway, this is Dale Little Cheddar Lorenz, and that guy right over there is
The Savage.
the Savage, Michael Masevich.
I'll be back for that next one, too.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Always, always, always greatly appreciated. And I hope to see everybody back at 5 o'clock for another barn burner. If not, Tuesday night at 6 o'clock is Jesse Crook and Dan Welch.
Dumper Dan.
In the commentary booth with me on Tuesday is going to be Al the Hitman Holden, cabbie number 9. It's going to be a fun night. So anyway, hope to see you back in an hour and a half. Woo. If not, have a good afternoon, a good snowy afternoon.
Hey.
See ya.